Troy, I got a question for you, man. We all had the privilege and the honor to play with, in my opinion, man, the great Ray Horton. Can you give me Coach Horton, man? You kind of look like Coach Horton right now with your hair all slicked back.
Come on, BMac. What are you doing, BMac? What are you doing?
Can you give me one of your best Coach Horton stories?
Absolutely.
And I'll give you one of mine.
So here's one thing that completely changed the game for me as a football player is if you gave me information, you got to believe that in the information that you gave me. So if you say, man, this is 100% run, to me, I'm going to sell all out and make sure. If I'm in the half and I see 100% run, dude, this is a tackle for loss.
I'm going out in the half. Troy said I'm coming out in the half. I'm going.
So Coach Horton, gave us, some of these tendencies against Cincinnati one time. And I ended up blitzing. I make a tackle in the backfield from cover 2. And Coach Cowher's yelling at me. He just keeps yelling at me, I'm like, oh, Coach, okay, I'm just keeping my head down. I go sit down. And he calls, Coach Horton starts yelling at him. Coach Horton calls me and he says, he's like, why did you blitz? I said, Coach, because you told me it's 100% run. And he said, okay. So to me, sometimes coaches will say, it's 100% slant, but against us, they might run the slant and go. Like, don't give those little hesitations.
No question. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a CYA. It's cover your own butt. So to me, not only did they put all that time in and learning the tendencies, but it's really important for the coach to know, man, it means something to the players. If you don't act on the information, man, it's worthless. It's worthless knowledge.
That's a cool coaching nugget, by the way. Also, cool coaching nugget.
Hey, and Troy, that's what I try to tell these young guys now. When we get all this stuff in the morning, right? And we go out on the practice field and they goof it. I'm like, bro, what was all the 3.5 hours we was in the classroom? That's all wasted.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But and that's what I want to slowly just continue to ingrain into this younger generation, because it's totally different. I came in, right when the OGs like you, the list goes on, the Teddy Brewskis, the Willie McGinnis, all the Joeys, when those guys were kind of winging their way out. So I came in into that stage of the game where they was given the real, to where it was all earned, not given.
Yep.
Per se.
Man. Yeah, one thing that I'll say that I'm proud of to be a part of is that generation. To be able to play against those guys. But man, the game of football then was played by some real men, man. I haven't watched the game recently as much, but what I mean by that is these guys, man, were they're cut from those 70s cloth, like the Willie McGinnises and Joey and those guys, man. These guys were real football players. They're violent. They're also very respectful and in a manly way. Mm-hmm. So I feel so blessed to be part of that generation and I honestly don't feel, I feel more of the younger generation just from my style of play. But those guys, man, are the dudes that can do 3 days, training camp for 20 days, 3 days. I'm not cut like that.
No, you remember Mike Tomlin's first year? He gave us 20 straight days of 2-a-days.
Oh man,
that was hell.
Oh yeah, Coach Tomlin was the only one that enjoyed that training camp.
No question.
Oh my God,
20 straight days of 2-a-days. Coach, we just won a Super Bowl over a year ago. What are we doing?
Right.
What are we doing?
Hey, real quick off my Coach Horton story. So rookie year, 2011. Well, actually, it was 2011. Going against the Detroit Lions. And Calvin Johnson just went off against the Dallas Cowboys for he just set the dang on league record for 320 some yards, right? And Dallas was playing him in his vice certain coverage. So Coach Horton came in the meeting, and this is when he was just giving me the assignment to go to the number one guy.
Mm-hmm.
he come into me and it's like, yeah, we're gonna play this. I forget what he called it, but this Vice 81 or Vice, whatever. So as a rookie, like I'm feeling pretty good. I got my feet wet a little bit. Coach giving me the assignment, holding my own. I'm like, Coach, man, we really don't need that defense. Like he really haven't faced the corner like me. And mind you, Troy, I'm 20 years old and talking like I'm 8 years in the doggone league. So Coach was like, I hear you. Like we might not run it as much, but we might sprinkle it in there. So now come around full circle. So I was like, I don't want to be a part of it. Like whoever you're going to do the Vice with, I don't want to be a part of the Vice. She was like you said, okay. Okay. So it's Kerry Rose and Greg Toll. I'll never forget. It was a third down call because they knew they'd like to move him in the slot, move him around, this, that, and the other. So they wanted to take him out of the game. So it was the first third down call because the first play of the game, I got a PBU. So I'm feeling real good. You already know what time it is, Troy. You get a PBU first
early in the game.
Yeah. Right. So coach called the play. They didn't throw him the call. They didn't throw him the ball. I come to the sideline furious. Like, Coach, I told you, we don't need that effing call. Like, throw it out. He hit it with it again. Okay. And he didn't call it again. I ended up getting a pick and a couple more PBUs. It's just the trust factor that he had in me as a rookie. It just grew my comfort level and my confidence level even more because Coach used to push my buttons, man, like no other, but it was in a good way.
Yeah, no question. It wasn't like, one thing I'll say about Coach Horton, it was like he would challenge you, but it wasn't always, it wasn't degrading.
Right.
It wasn't degrading at all. And for him to have confidence, to me, I still talk to him every once in a while. It's a shame that he's still not in the league.
Mm-hmm. Right. No doubt about it.
He was such an amazing coach, man. And the
his tip sheet was phenomenal, by the way.
Phenomenal.
Man.
His tip sheet used to be on point.
That's what I'm saying. Like if he gives you that knowledge, man, I'm reading all that and I'm playing all that. But he knows the accountability of that too. It's like, I'm putting down this paper and I believe what I believe, what I wrote down on this paper. So I really respect
and it's crazy. And it's crazy you say that too, Troy, because I played golf with Coach Horton about 2 years ago. He's a pilot. He loves flying.
He's coaching with Pittsburgh too in a USFL, if I'm not mistaken, with the Pittsburgh team, the Maulers.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm playing golf with him. He was like, and I was like, Coach, man, like, why were you on me so much as a rookie? Like, why would you? He said, man, because I knew you can handle it. I'm like, as a rookie? He was like, I knew you can handle it. And we had other guys, like he literally used to call me out in meetings, even if I did it right. He was like, yeah, AJ did this, even I can do it 10 times better than AJ. But if I did the step the wrong way, Patrick, that's what you always call him. No other coach called me Patrick but Coach Horton. Patrick? Patrick. Like, you have to do it this way. You have to do it da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, damn, Coach, like, I just did it. I got the pick and everything, but you critiquing the bad things.
If I remember correctly, too, he was very few on compliments, man. But when he gave you a compliment and he highlighted you on the field, man, it really felt great.
You did a big thing.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. Oh, man, I remember my rookie year. He said my name so much. BMac, what are you doing, BMac? That's not the right technique, BMac. Great coach, man. Goodness, man. That's
a coach that had experience playing. You know what I mean? And it's to his coaching technique. That's what made Coach LeBeau so great. Coach Butts.
Oh, no question. Coach Mitch.
A lot of these coaches that have that sort of experience, man, it comes from such a different perspective.
Dan Perry. Yeah, we had some great coaches, man. All our coaches played and was real good. So the way they coached the game, it wasn't just about being a coach. They saw it from the lenses of a player as well, and it really helped us.